Salut! Hello. I thought that I'd come today with a different hairstyle and to talk a bit about my experience and my history before I got to this point where I am right now with respect to my hair. I think that sometimes I may come off as being a bit strong in my thoughts or my opinions about how I describe certain things, and I wanted to show that I've been through it all and I have arrived at a place where I feel very comfortable with myself, and sometimes that pride can come across really strongly, and I wanted to explain, just talk a bit about that, because today I was going to do go through my past history before I got here with respect to my hair anyway, and to show that I have worn wigs. I've gone through the process where I didn't feel proud of my hair. I felt that people are going to judge me a certain way, and even today, sometimes, if I have my hair down and I'm going somewhere to do something, sometimes I think twice about my hairstyle and I might change my clothes so people don't judge me a certain way. So I just wanted to talk about that, and this actually used to be the wig that I wore. Now it doesn't fit very well. You should have seen me trying to put it on today. It took a while just to get it like this, but I wanted to point out one thing. People think, when they think about wigs, that the only type of wig that you can use when you're covering up, trying to be more natural, are the typical kinds that you find, mostly sold for a certain group of people's hair. But there are these that you could find that are more Afro, that resemble closer to some of the natural African diasporan hair that you can have. But a lot of the time people don't even think about buying these types of Afro wigs, and so that again, I'm not trying to point fingers at anyone. I'm just wanting to say that I wish people would expand their horizons a bit and see that even when you can't sport something naturally, that you can actually, the things that you get to help you there are things that you can find that can give the impression that you're looking for. I'd love to see more people wearing wigs that look more like this than the typical weaves. I mean, I would have nothing to say if I found someone wearing a weave that was this. I have never met anyone in my life who was wearing a weave that looked like this. So, why is that? Why is that? And so I just wanted to comment and say that I might not do the pictures today, maybe some other time, but I wanted to pose the question that people have this discussion going on about whether, why some natural styles wouldn't be appreciated in certain types of work environments, and I want to ask why. If I have my hair like this, or I have it in its natural state like this, and I'm dressed appropriately, and I'm wearing my suit, I have my resume, and I have my experience. Do you really think someone's gonna turn me away because of my hair? I think that they're probably going to judge something that's more palpable, that's more tangible than, maybe they won't like the way I speak, or maybe they wouldn't like some project that I did, or, I think that there are other things that you should worry about more so than just the hair. So, I don't blame anyone for worrying about that, because we live in a culture. I've been natural since the mid-90s, and I can tell you that it's been rough, with people even around me telling me that I looked horrible and that I needed to do something about my hair. So, or when I didn't have any hair, that, I looked like a man, and, who's going to find a partner looking like not feminine? And so we live in a culture that's so attached to femininity in its most stereotypical form, and for some reason we're kind of like lapping it up and continuing to perpetuate it, and propagate it, and it's our fault, I think, and we need to make you know, some changes, and so maybe I might come across a bit more militant because of that. You know, that for some reason I might, you know, maybe I don't like people who manicure their locks for some reason. That's not the case at all. I have a strong preference for freeness, for freedom in my life. I live what you see on my head is how I live my life. You know, I left a comment on someone else's YouTube channel recently. I don't wear a bra because it's restrictive. It's just I see that in the same way as I see manicure, that it's restricting me in some way. And so that's what I'm talking about. I love other people living their freedom, and if that's, you know, how you live your freedom, more power to you. So I just wanted to come and clear that up. I do have another wig. When I bought this one, I also bought the one that was the typical looking one, a short, you know, a short bob perm looking thing. And after the first day, I think I have a picture of myself. I took a picture of myself that first day. May have worn it a couple of times, and I just knew that wasn't me, and so I had to find something else. And so I found this. I found another one. I mean, I had my collection of Afro wigs that I went through, and that's at the stage where, you know, my hair was like this small, and I had started trying to lock it. And so of course, you know, in those kinds of situations, I may have been able to make it work at work, but I just didn't know how at that beginning stage. And so I decided to get these wigs, and I actually had lots of fun. People thought that it was my hair when I had the afro. They actually thought that my hair had grown really quickly overnight because I had natural, and I had an afro, I cut it all off, and then you know, a couple of years later, I started growing the locks thing. So anyway, don't want this to be too long, but I just wanted to come and explain, because I think that some people might be taking it the wrong way, because of their own sensitivities about their own place that they're in, and I'm not. I'm just enjoying my space, and you know, I would love to have more people with me enjoying that space too, no matter what you look like, no matter what your condition. I just want, it won't prevent me from being proud of who I am and what I am and where I am and how I got here, and I just wanted to say that, and maybe next time I'll show you the pictures, but I thought I'll come and explain that. So today I had a style on before I started trying to put the wig on. I thought I'll just quickly show you that. Again, you know, me and my tying. So I took the front over here and I tied it like that, and then I just tucked this in. I took the side and then the other side. I have no idea how this is going to come out this time because I don't have a mirror, and then I tied this too. And so that's it. I left the back alone. So I hope it looks as good as it did this morning. I don't know what this looks like. So yeah, that's my style. And what is it that you do at 360? Okay. Ta-da! Oh, and I did notice, I saw the video, Napzfaya and Proud to be a Nurse. Thank you for mentioning my styles. I didn't think I was doing anything original. I'm sure everyone's thought of doing styles where they tie their hair before. That's all I do, and I just wanted to bring it forward that you don't really have to pay anything, you don't have to use anything, you actually have everything that you need on your head to style it. So I'll continue to show, and I think some people think that not having longer hair prevents you, and that's why I wanted to show you the pictures, but I'll do that next time. I just wanted to come and really present my space, and I hope that there are others out there like me who understand. So that's it. Talk to you later. Bye.